Meyer Lansky was one of the most influential figures associated with organized crime in 20th century America. But unlike many famous figures from that era, Lansky was rarely known for seeking the spotlight. His reputation was built around money, strategy, business connections, and influence. Meyer Lansky was born in 1902 in Grodno, then part of the Russian Empire. As a child, his family immigrated to the United States and eventually settled in New York City. Growing up on the Lower East Side, Lansky encountered a rapidly changing immigrant community. It was there that he met several young men who would later become important figures in American organized crime. One of them was Charles Lucky Luciano. Their relationship would last for decades. During the 1920s, Prohibition transformed the American economy and created a huge underground market. Lansky became involved in this world, developing a reputation for organization and financial management. Rather than building his image as a street-level leader, he became known for working behind the scenes. His connections eventually extended beyond New York. He developed relationships with figures such as Lucky Luciano and Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. In the early 1930s, American organized crime went through major changes. Lansky was associated with efforts to create greater cooperation between different groups. This period helped shape the structure that historians later connected with the American mafia. Lansky's interests also expanded into gambling and legitimate business ventures. Las Vegas became one of the places connected to his story. His name is often mentioned in discussions about the early development of the city's casino industry, although historians continue to debate the exact extent of his influence. Later, Lansky became closely associated with Cuba. During the 1940s and 1950s, Havana became an important destination for tourism and entertainment. Lansky spent significant time there and was involved with casino-related business interests. But everything changed after the Cuban Revolution in 1959. The new government dramatically changed the country's business environment, and Lansky eventually returned to the United States. Back in America, he faced continued attention from federal authorities. Investigators examined his finances and business connections for years. Yet despite his reputation, prosecutors struggled to secure a major conviction against him. Lansky spent his later years living a quieter life, away from the public image that had followed him for decades. He died in Miami Beach, Florida, in 1983 at the age of 80. Today, Meyer Lansky remains one of the most studied figures from America's organized crime era. It is also a story about immigration, prohibition, New York, Las Vegas, Cuba, and the changing landscape of 20th century America. Meyer Lansky never held public office. He was never a political leader. Yet his name became permanently connected to one of the most controversial chapters in American history. And that is why, decades after his death, Meyer Lansky remains a fascinating figure in the history of organized crime in America. This video is presented for historical and educational purposes only. It does not glorify, promote, or encourage criminal activity.